Hello, hello. I'm waiting for people to come in. Happy Saturday. We're just going to kind of do a freestyle thing today. So I'll either chat or if anybody has questions, I'll pull cards for you. Let's see. So if you find this and you just want to chat, we can, or I can pull cards for you. If you have questions, just kind of see what happens. I'm going to wait for people to come in. Give people some time. And if nobody comes in the live chat, then I will just do a collective update. Or I might read for like the elements or something. Oh, welcome in, Adon. Hey, do you have a question today, or you coming in to chat? What do you feel like doing? You're my first one here. What's going on, Don Fillinger? How's it going? She does like you? Did she say she likes you? You want to see how she feels about you? Just chilling? That's cool. Heck yeah. Let me let a couple people know I'm live that I've been wanting to catch. Oh, sorry. That's my other favorite person. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Okay, so she said, but you did talk to her and she said she liked you as well. Let's see what's going on. This is for Adon, Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, higher beings, love, and light. Please show me what I need to know. Need to see for the highest good for Adon and his work situation with the girl he likes. The girl from work. Show me clear and concise messages. No evil eye allowed. Return this sender with love and light. Thank you in advance. As above, so below. Please send Archangel Michael to protect myself and my viewers' energy. Okay, so what I first have is this card, not today. It says boundaries and hurt, avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. So what I'm getting is like before, I think she's coming out of another relationship, or she is still involved with somebody she's not over, or maybe it's just that she's not ready yet because she just came out of a relationship. Oh, it said chat disconnected. That's weird. Okay. But I do have mask that she's hiding her feelings from you. So it says hiding true feelings, pretending and delusion, and gaslighting and personify. But what I'm getting from it, and I'll clarify it with tarot, but what I'm getting is that she's still not over a previous relationship. So it's not today, it's not ever, but it's not today. and that she is kind of hiding her feelings for you because she's not over the past relationship. But date, I've got the date card as the last one, and it's setting a date, dating online, going out on a date, getting back out there in the dating world. So that's a good sign. That's telling me that, like, it in the future it is possible to get a date with her, but she needs more time. And like I said before, because I stopped there talking, it says getting to know each other, interested, texting and calling and emailing and talking more often. So just get to know her a little bit better, Adon. Just give her some time. Don't rush it. But I think she is interested. I just think she's not completely over her last relationship pains or something like that. So, hey, what's going on, BB? How are you today? I was just looking at a deck I'm going to send you a minute ago. I set it aside. I was like, oh, that'll be a good one for BB. I've got like 2 or 3 that I'm trying to make sure I have all the cards in there and everything like that. I was just looking at that a minute ago. I need to get that out to you soon. Gosh, it's just been hectic lately. But yeah, I'll chat or take questions or whatever. I'm pulling cards for Adon right now. This is for Adon. Please clarify, not today. You get to jump one at a time. Thank you. Yeah, see this, Adon? See how she's like sitting here looking at the cups over here, but she, you're handing her a cup, but she's kind of not looking at it right now because, like I said, she's still healing from her past. So that's confirmation. Why the mask? That's too many. I just want one. Put it back. I'll take that into consideration. One card for why the mask. Need to get to jump. Thank you. Oh, there's 2. Yeah. She's not confident in herself right now. Probably her last relationship was pretty toxic, is what I'm getting. He probably kind of took away a lot of her confidence. So she's working on getting that back right now. She's showing up as the Queen of Wands in reverse, which is somebody who's, kind of not in a good energy. She's just not ready yet. But we've got the Hierophant that came out with it, which says there's hope for her. Like, with God's help, he's working on healing her heart. You know what I'm saying? So just give her time and get to know her slowly is what I'm getting. But why the date card? Holy Spirit, one card. Needing it to jump. Thank you. Okay. So, in fact, there might be other options coming up for you soon. So it's going to be up to you to decide, Adon. But in the meantime, let her work on herself and don't put any pressure on the relationship. I'm hearing, get to know her because, you might get to know her and realize you don't like her that much as you thought you did. And you might have other options. So either that or she's going to be, really looking at you like you're a good option for her. That could be the option part that I'm picking up on. She might feel like you're the option for her after she gets to know you a little better. And she might even ask you out on a date. So that's kind of what I'm getting, Adon. Just take it easy. Don't put any pressure on her and get to know her a little bit, okay? Got my daughter on the phone. She wants to know about the boy who has been sitting next to her in church if anything comes out. Okay. Let's see here. What am I going to use for this sweet girl? I don't know. I thought of you whenever I grabbed this deck this morning, BB. It's my first Oracle deck I ever got. So I was like looking at this. I was like, man, this was my first deck that I ever bought. It's an Oracle deck. And I was just thinking about you at that time. I was like, I need to use one of these for BB, but maybe I was picking up on your daughter. But it's called the Illustrated Herbiary. So I don't know if you could see that. It's really pretty. So anyhow, let's see what we get. About the boy at church that sits next to her, Holy Spirit. Tell me for clear concise messages. No evil knowledge. Please protect her energy. You want me to pull one for you too, BB? I can pull one for her and one for you out of here. How about that? I've never done that before. Let's get one for BB's. Remind me of her first name again. I know it. but it's been a long time since. I won't forget it. I'm going to write it on my hand so I remember it all day long. Tell me her first name again. I'm drawing a freaking blank. Kinsey. I knew that because my niece's name is Kinsey. Sorry, Kinsey. Got your name on my hand so I can remember it because I'm really bad with names. So this is how I do it. I like write it down somewhere, but I don't have any paper. So now you're going to be on my hand today. I'll be praying for you today. One for Kinsey, please. Holy Spirit, needing it to jump. Thank you. Okay, we got pay attention, the nettle. So you need to pay attention to this boy or something. Let's see what it says. Or pay attention to what he's doing or something like that. It's got a green eye with leaves. Let me show you the image. And it says nettle underneath it. So hold on one second. That's the plant. Page 144. I love those cards because they give me the page number on there. Okay, so it says, if we do not know the names of plants around us, if we do not acknowledge the individualistic curl, a leaf, or creep of a rhizome, they all run together and look like a wall of greenery. That's when we humans start to generalize, lumping anything without a showy flower into the category of weed. Nettle will have none of this. Pay attention, she admonishes. We are all different and we're all unique, and when you acknowledge Nettle's individuality and treat her with thoughtful respect, she'll let you close. But forget yourself and you won't forget her sting. Nettle reminds you to see individuality and treat the world around you accordingly. If Nettle is pricking you, pause and pay greater attention. So it says, see the people around you as unique individuals. Walk through the world with presence, acknowledging in your heart your family, the people with whom you work or study, the folks standing in line with you at the market. In your mind, say 2 unique things about the person you meet. When you slip into your internal world, that place where other people become a bit blurry, this is interesting. Okay, let me repeat that. When you slip into your internal world, that place where other people become a bit blurry, consciously pull yourself back to being externally present. As you focus outward, imagine every cell in your body being aware of the details of life around you. So what that's telling me is, like, I'm getting a good vibe off of him, which I'm going to clarify, but also it's like don't get caught up in your head because of what you've been through in the past and let that affect the way you see him now. So I feel like he's good, and he'll like it said, at first it said, how did it word it? I want to say it right. 1 second, 144. How it said, when you slip into your internal world, that place where other people become a little bit blurry, consciously pull yourself back to being externally present. Like it's saying, like, don't get caught up in your head, right? And everyone's different, so you may not see him being overly outwardly like focused on you, but he's probably just more shy is what I get. I think he's a little bit more shy. He's not as outgoing or aggressive as other guys, and that's a good thing. I mean, that just shows that he's very patient. And it said something about how what was the other part where it said, Nettle reminds you to see individuality and treat the world around you accordingly. If Nettle is pricking you, pause and pay greater attention. No, that's not it. It says, when you acknowledge Nettle's individuality and treat her with thoughtful respect, she'll let you close. So, like, I feel like if you just kind of let him show you who he is, he'll show you a good person, is what I'm getting. But, if you treat him like you're insecure or like you don't trust him, that might be a bad thing. So, like, that's a warning I'm getting for her. Yeah, be careful just let him do the coming towards you is what I'm getting. Let me get one for BB. Hey, Mark, how's it going? Oh man, ouch. How are you? How are you, Mark? Thank you for coming in and being here today. For BB, look, you want me to pull one of these cards for you, Mark? They're really cool. If you want me to, I will. For you, BB, I got Lady's Mantle, and it's on page 88. That's cool. That's the year I was born. And it's the hand of the. I think isn't that the what's it called? The Om. That's what she needed to know. I feel like we don't even need to clarify with tarot. I feel like that oracle was really good. But I can, if she would like me to go further, I can. So this is Om. It's what I'm burning today. And is that hand of? I forget what that. No, that's that hand of. What is it? Hand of Fatima. I should know this. I'm just. My coffee hasn't kicked in yet. Is it hand of? Let me look. Yeah, the hand of Fatima. Okay, so yeah, let's read for BB. Page number, what was it? 88, that's what I said. Which adds up to 7 in numerology. Okay, it says Lady's Mantle will be there when you're ready to wrap a blanket around your shoulders, call in her protection, and enter the dark forest. She whispers, you can make it through this lifetime. Your soul is whole. And no matter what pains or abuse the physical world throws your way, you have integrity of spirit. She's particularly wise in the case of trauma, murmuring the names of the roads that will carry you through and out of those dark woods. Lady Mantle doesn't demand. She waits, knowing that she'll find both bravery and fortitude within herself. She never loses faith in her strength, and with her help, neither will you. So then we go to the next page. And it says, to begin to build your fortitude, play the and then game by taking an imaginary journey through your own worst fears. I have to pause here and reassure you that imagining scary things does not call them into being. While your thoughts do shape your reality, it's because the thought directs action, not because mere thinking shifts the foundation of the universe. Back to your journey through the forest of your fears. This is both scary and enlightening. On the one hand, you'll be imagining your worst nightmares, and on the other hand, you'll see that you have the skills and fortitude you need to make this journey. Ready? What's your biggest fear? Is it the loved one that will die, or that you will lose your house or lose your job? Maybe you're afraid of never finding love at all, or of your partner having an affair. Whatever the thing is, imagine it's happened. Then ask yourself, and then? Hold on, I'm not done. For instance, you might dread your mother's death. Imagine this has happened. Ask yourself, and then? And then I can't stop crying. And then keep repeating, and then as you unpack your fears and unspool possible futures. The game isn't over until you're out of the woods and your answers no longer terrify you. It says, reflection, face your shadow. When we avoid our shadows, it is often because we feel lack of strength to face them. We believe that they will overpower our light, or that our life will change irrevocably. I think that's how you say that. Irrevocably. And we doubt we have the fortitude to deal with that. Lady Mantle knows this isn't true. She knows that unexplored dark spaces can become black holes, sucking at our happiness. Her faith is our strength. Her faith in our strength is absolute. Do you doubt your ability to visit dark forests and come out stronger and more whole? So that's your little reading, BB. That's pretty dang good. I mean, we all kind of get this at some point in time. It's like being afraid to step out of the box when you know you're supposed to step out of the box. You know you need to do it, but you're scared because you're afraid. What if I fail? Well, what if you fly? So So I feel like there's something in that, BB. But that's up to you to decide. So that's what I got for you. But I hope that was helpful. And then I moved on to the next thing. And then mine is like, I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I'm a nerd. So I hope that was helpful for you and for your baby girl, Kinsey, which I wrote on my hand, so I never forget her name. And that's my niece's name. So oh, hold on a second. Pull my shorts down. I'm trying to sit Indian style because that's more comfortable for me, but you know, gotta be modest here. So what are y'all up to today? Ah, can you hear me and everything like that? Is the lighting okay? Yeah. Yeah, you can knock me down. I'm just gonna keep coming back up. What are we talking about today, Willis? What do y'all want to chat about? You're going on a hike, so I'm going arrowhead hunting in a little bit. I just thought I would get in here and shine a little light on the world if I could. I'm hearing that song. A little love in your heart. I can't remember how it goes though. That's all I'm hearing from that song. And I don't know if those aren't even the right words, I think, but it's an old song. Okay, Mark, I've got you. I've got a question for you. B, will I find a drummer who's not troublesome? I recently had a guy try and dismantle me psychologically. He failed. He was jealous of me. I'm so humble. He thought I was soft. Yep. I understand that. Let me find. I know you will because that's your destiny. But let's find out if it's going to happen soon for you. Let me get my deck. My favorite deck. Actually, for Mark, I'm going to do this one. My very first deck right here, tarot deck. I haven't used it in a while. Okay, God, this is for Mark. Will he find a drummer soon? No evil allowed return to center for the night. Please bless this reading. Send Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, and Sandoval to assist me. Thank you in advance. Please protect me and messages. No. You're almost there, Mark. 9 of Wands. I'm gonna get rid of this because it's kind of getting in my way with this deck. I'm gonna point this down so you can see. One moment. Okay. I already got some jumping out and I haven't even cut yet. That's funny. This is for Mark. Wow. Yes, and it might be an air sign, but it looks like it's pretty soon. For Mark, you need to jump. Where's my little thing? Hold on. Oh, I guess it's outside. What could I use? 1 second, because I want to show them to you. I have a little sand right here. First card, I'm gonna get 3, okay, or 3 or 5, Mark. Hey, what's up, Orion? Welcome in. 3 or 5, Mark. I'm gonna stop at 3 and see what you say. Ooh. I'm not liking this card, the last card that came out, but I like the first 2, so I'm going to clarify it before I show you. Oh, just the 2 then. Okay, then I'm going to take that as a sign to put the 3rd one back, because what I'm getting here makes sense, and the 3rd one didn't, so you said 2. Okay, I'm putting it back. If it comes out again, we're going to clarify each, but I've got the 10 of Cups, which is like happy card, so it's going to be somebody that like you really get along with, like they're going to become like somewhat of a best friend. You are getting it because you have 2 positive cards here, and it's a Ace of Pentacles. It's brand new. It's something they're going to be like the missing link. And so yes, you are going to find a drummer soon. I'm going to clarify with another deck as well just to show you. But like I've got a very happy, positive outcome there with that question. So yeah, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment card clarifying the 10 of Cups. I mean, you can't get any better than that. That's going to be like a wish come true for you, this drummer. And yeah, they're not going to leave you feeling brokenhearted anymore like you felt in the past, because it's in reverse. It came out upside down. So why the Ace of Pentacles? And then I'm going to clarify with my other deck. 1 card, show me needing it to jump. Thank you. Oh, jumped all the way to the floor. Oh, 2, but we're taking them, I heard. Okay, so yeah, the Ace of Pentacles, you're getting this because here you are, you've like really tapped into your feminine energy. You balanced it with your masculine energy lately, because you're feeling really kind of when this comes around, you're going to be so grateful and humble is what I'm getting, because of the fact that in the past you had to deal with the 5 of Wands, so much fighting, that you're going to be so grateful soon. You're going to feel very, like, I just keep hearing the word grateful, humble. You're going to nurture this band. It's going to become like you're going to be like the mama bear of the band sort of thing. Like everybody looks to you for guidance, and you're going to be so grateful because you're coming out of the 5 of Wands. You know, you've had to fight so hard for this, and since it's making you happy and it's everything you ever wanted, you're really going to nurture this thing into full, you know, it's going to go bigger than it's ever gone before for you. Yeah, you can't see this coming right now. 2 of Swords on the bottom, but you're going to be very Queen of Wands energy. You're going to be very confident and happy and like ready to, like, let's do this. I'm hearing like, let's do this, you know. So let me clarify with another deck though. Hold on 1 second. Hey, what's up, Cam? Welcome in. Every day I'm shuffling. If you have a question, I'm just chatting or pulling cards. When people have questions, I'm pulling them. Let's see. I'm going to do the Quantum Oracle for you, Mark. I was guided to get that one. About this drummer, please tap this deck into the energy, please, Holy Spirit. Thank you. I hope so. Definitely keep finding drummers who aren't great souls. The one that is, you're going to know it. Don't settle. What I'm hearing is don't settle until you meet the one that's like, did we just become best friends? Yup. And they're going to learn a lot from you. I've got teacher on the bottom. Always humble, yes. They bitch also a lot. I'm definitely the mama bear. I'm the leader. The songwriter thinks. I actually talked to a girl tonight who plays drums. She might try out in a few weeks. Cool. You're going to know. Look, and there is a guy and a girl there. But you're going to know when you're around them if, look, like I said, the missing puzzle piece, right? On top. Look at all the puzzle pieces, like, coming down to find her missing link or whatever. So, you're going to know immediately. And I've got the loving woman right under that. I mean, gosh. And then the loving man next to that. So this might actually be like a counterpart person. You might actually date this person, Mark. Let me see. One card. Oh, it says courage. Let me read it to you. Let me change the lighting. Hold on. Make those better. Okay. So it says courage, which is number 1. And energy. Let's read it. Okay, it says a man in armor holds a sword at his side, ready to enter a dark forest. This is a time of great personal strength for you. Whether you realize it or not, you're ready to take a risk and attempt a new adventure. If you've been thinking about taking a chance on something or someone, now is the time to face it. Perhaps there's a challenge you'd like to meet or something you've been longing to express. It may be a time to go public about an interest you've been pursuing. Even if you feel hesitant at first, this card is telling you that the time is right. You are moving into an energetic cycle where you feel strength more deeply. There is a core power coming from your own eternal soul, and you can feel boundless courage that always lies ready within your heart center. Breathe deeply and take that next step. Know that you can trust this core of inner strength to guide you in this exciting time. So, see, that's just what I was saying. You have this new adventure, and yes, every puzzle piece is going to fall into place. And I'm hearing trust your inner knowing because you have that Pisces gut feeling about things. So when it's the right fit, you're going to feel it, when the person's the right fit. So let me go back up and read comments. I keep wondering when Slotman Cam is going to ask me like something like pull a card about this machine so we can see what happens for him. Gambling. Mark, how do you feel about that? Let's see. Good friends. Okay. Have sort of dated already, but we're still just friends. Gotcha. I'm feeling good things coming for you, Mark, like big things. Yeah, it's going to fall into place like exactly in divine timing. Divine timing is the best. And I'm really, really, really getting that immediately when you're in there, like interviewing them for the, for the spot, for being the drummer or whatever. Sorry, Mercury retrograde is making me stumble on my words. But whenever you're in the room with them, interviewing them, you're gonna feel like your whole body light up. It's something you're just gonna know. We have 4 of us that have chemistry. It's just the drummers. Yeah, I got you. It'll land. It's about to land. I'm hearing that like it's gonna be sooner than you think. Yeah, chick drummer with no ego. That sounds cool to me. Man, that would be bad. I wanted to be a drummer. My parents wouldn't buy me a drum set. They were like, heck no. Hey, what's going on, Mark? Do you want to get a reading done today on live, or would you rather do it in a Zoom meeting? Zoom? Okay. You never emailed me. I checked. Do you still need my email? I'll drop it right now. Yeah, Mark and Mark. It may be meet Mark, my friend Mark. We call Mark Alan Bjorkes. We call him MAB. Gotta go, BB? Okay, I love you. See you later. Be good or be good at it, BB. So this Mark lives in Vegas, and exactly tell me, Mark, where you live in. What's the name of the? I forget how you say that. I know it's in. Here's my email, real quick, Mark. MAB. Oh, it's it. I know, but isn't there like Newton? Okay, Newton, Newtown. Mark and the Funky Bunch. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. How are you today, Orion? How's your day gone so far? We got some musicians in the house. Mark is the rock and roll friend of mine. Orion. He's the one Mark Music and a Vati band. I don't know how to say that. I keep trying to say that. I need to look it up. And Novity. Is that how you say it? Mark Music and Novity band. I think that's right. Oh gosh, look at the typo. These glasses aren't working. Hold on. I'm sure you get it, but whatever. Brittany13@gmail.com. You're Gucci. I'm feeling good. I'm Gucci. Mm-hmm. My Dropbox is full. Yes, I know. Okay. Thank you. I was first chair trumpet in jazz marching band in high school. Nice. Dude, so you can play it on the. That's really awesome. You got some pipes on you then, huh? My fingers were not keeping up with me. I'm gonna look it up. Okay, Jackie DeShannon sings that song, BB. Put a little love. Yeah. Put a little love in your heart. And that's pretty much all I remember of it right now. But that was popping in my head earlier. So yeah, just email me at that email, and we could schedule a Zoom meeting. It'll be like this, but in a private chat, basically. Exit Dropbox. Damn it. All right. The trumpet is hard. I love jazz. I studied blues and jazz at uni and actually started playing blues and jazz at 13. Nice. I love me some blues and jazz and anything. Trumpet, something about the trumpet just makes me want to get up and like bop. I don't know, just it makes me want to dance or get up and move around. I must have some soul in my past life. Maynard Ferguson. I'm gonna look up that too. Here's a paper right. So, anything cool happened for you guys lately? Anything out of the ordinary? My birthday's next week. Yay. When is yours, Mark? It's coming up, right? It's like any day now. I'm trying to remember the exact day. I think it was like the 10th. I think I sent you a bluegrass song I did a while back. Yeah, I think you did. And I think I was driving and I couldn't. I wonder if it's the one. that I'm thinking of. I'll go back and listen through to make sure, but my mom actually had a bluegrass band at her wedding when I was 15. I was 15. It was so cool. She got married at this place called Washington Ranch, and they have like, it's so beautiful. It's like a oasis in the desert. Like there's like a like stream, and like at one point I think there's a waterfall up there. It's right by a swimming hole I like to go to. It's crystal clear and so much fun. We call it ladder hole because there's a ladder that comes up out of the ground. It's a very sketchy ladder, but it takes you down into the water. Basically, it's kind of like falling apart, but it's a fun place to swim. It's raining hard. It was a few days ago. It's supposed to be coming in a rain, I think tomorrow or something here. There's a big front moving around. I don't know. I would love it if it was raining here. I love the rain. 8 to 6. Vintage Soul, yes. Hey, you know what's funny? I found it. I was doing my laundry yesterday, and I had a shirt I found that I forgot I had, and it says vintage on it. So I thought of what you said yesterday. Maynard Ferguson, got it. And then the other one was A Little Love in Your Heart. But okay. Yep, it's pretty much its own little world over here in New Mexico. Well, it's just like there's, I don't know, there's just a whole different culture over here. And some people say it's all bad, but it's not all bad. There's like, I go out, like today I'm going out arrowhead hunting. I might look for gold or whatever. Like there's lost treasures around here supposedly. There's just all kinds of fun outdoorsy things you can do. And then there's like you can go to like the dry desert, you can go to the mountains, which is like an hour away. You can go to a lake and put a boat in the water. You can camp along the lake. You can go down to the local, like we have a river that runs all the way through town. You can jet ski on there and ski and fish, um, and then they have like boat tours and paddle boats. And we have the Carlsbad Caverns close to town, which is 20 minutes away, and that is like a national historic landmark, whatever. It's a wonder of the world. It's a state park, and it's like a big cave. It's got a huge entrance. You can watch the bats fly out at night. I think they said like 35,000 bats fly out of it every night. But it goes like a mile and a half deep. Or let me look it up how deep it goes. But you walk down in there, or you can ride an elevator down. But if you ride the elevator, you miss all of the cool caverns. Like each room that you walk into, the cave looks totally different. It's gorgeous. It's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. And I live like 20 minutes from that. I've never been anywhere cooler than the Carlsbad Caverns, and that's right here where I live. And I've been a lot of places besides the ocean, Let's see if I can. Oh, you know what? I can show you guys a picture. Let me show you what I mean. Huh? Because I have my phone. 1 second. Carlsbad Caverns. So let's see if you can see this. Hold on. Let me turn this light off and see if that helps. 1 second. This is like one of the rooms, right? There's a glare, I know. I'm sorry. Dang it. Let me find a different picture. Oh, yeah, there's a little video. So this is like the hole that you go down into. Let's see if you can see that. Ah! I'm not good at this. I don't think you can see it very good. Anyways, it's you find out how far you walk down in there. So I'll read you the little description about it. It says, high ancient sea ledges, deep rocky canyons, flowering cactus, and desert wildlife. Treasures above the ground in the Chihuahuan Desert. Hidden beneath the surface are more than 119 caves, formed when sulfuric acid dissolved limestone, leaving behind caverns of all sizes. And so you can get tickets to go and you walk down in there. It takes like about 5 to 6 hours to get through the whole, the whole thing. But let's see if there's any other information that's cool. It's $15 a person to go. And yeah, definitely wear good shoes if you ever come here. But you should come here and put it on your bucket list because I'm telling you, you should Google the images. It's so amazing if you like that kind of stuff. And we have waterfalls, and then we have this place called hold on, you can't walk down into Hollow Cavern. It's 100 feet down. Yeah, no, this one you can walk all the way down, and then at the bottom, they've got one of the rooms called the Great Room, and you can get food down there once you get to the very bottom. I think it's a couple of miles deep. I don't know, but it takes like 4 or 5 hours to get through the whole thing. I think it's so pretty. It's something you'll never see again. Like you'll never forget. You might only do it once, but you'll never forget it. Yeah, they have food. They have like a shop set up down there in the bottom. It's a national park, so they charge people to get in, and they have a bat flight at night. You watch that at sunset. The bats all fly out of the cave, and it's tons of them, like tons. People come from all over the world to see this place. But yeah, we have Sitting Bull Falls, which is waterfalls, and you can go swimming there. It's beautiful. Got a lot of cool stuff. Black River, a lot of hiking trails and biking trails and all that good stuff. I gotta go see only about 90 minutes. Really? That's cool. So I'm trying to imagine if you're in like Midland or freaking Orla or something like that. Reminds me of a place called the Three Sisters in the Blue Mountains. It's in Australia. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look that up. That's cool. The Three Sisters, Australia. I want to go to Australia. Australia. I want to talk like y'all. I can't do it, but it's funny. I love y'all's accent. If that's how you sound, I would be clapping. I'm sure you do. I just am saying. I get excited. Australia. I love it. My stepmom is from Holland, and I used to love listening to her talk. I appreciate accents of every kind. No, you don't speak funny. It's actually really, like, super adorable. Levelland? No way. So guess what? I've been down, like, whenever I was a kid, my grandma lived in Littlefield when she was alive. My great-grandma, Littlefield, which is, where Littlefield is. So one time my cousin Nikki, we all met up at Christmas. She was my favorite cousin. She worked for like Kiss FM in Dallas, and she was super cool. She has blonde hair, real curly. She was so fun, like cute and beautiful, and just had the coolest cars and all the coolest clothes. She was just like my favorite cousin. So anyway, sorry cousins if you ever, besides my cousin Renelta on the other side. But if any of my other cousins see this, so sorry I'm not being mean. But she was my favorite on that side of my family. So she took me to Levelland, and we cruised the drag there. And let me tell you what, Levelland drag strip was not anything like what I expected. There was bumper to bumper cars there. I'm talking like 100 of them or something. And everybody was hanging outside of their car, sitting in the tailgate of the truck, or they had convertibles, and they were all partying. And it was a freaking party. Yep, 102.7. Yep, Kiss FM. That's right. Hot Rod Central for sure. Like drop tops. I'm talking like classic car. I was like, what in the world? I was like 12 cruising the drag. I remember that song. Hold on, let me think. Hold on. Give me a second. Baby, don't try to hide it. You know you like. Wait, something. Oh, you know I like it. Try, but I can't hide it. Oh, you're dancing real close. Real close. You're making it hard for me. Something like that. That was the song that we were jamming over and over and over and over and over in her little convertible. It was fun. We had so much fun. But I couldn't believe it. Levelland, Texas. What a trip. I can't believe you live that close. You're just like a hop and a skip away, Orion. Trip out. Hey, I loved Crocodile Dundee though. Or I like the guy from what was it? The Crocodile Hunter. Yes. Oh crikey. Do you say crikey? I would love to go to Australia. And I want to see a kangaroo. And I want to see its pouch. I'm very interested in that. I don't know why. Texas and their cars, that's right. Everything's bigger in Texas, including the bugs too. And those things in the trees, what are those? They make that weird noise. Like a little I don't know, I can't even make the noise. It's like a really like annoying sound. But I liked it. It was almost calming. It was just like a hard sound to make. I came from upstate New York. IDKY ended up here. Something led me here, I guess. Oh wow. So what do you do for work in Levelland? Is there Yeah, email me in a little bit. For sure. Have a good day, maybe. Thanks for coming in. Nice. Nice, nice. My dad lives in Lubbock right now. Actually, he lives in Wolfforth, but it's like right by Lubbock. My first car was a Tirana, an Aussie classic. Actually, I drove my mom's Laser. Steve Irwin, crikey, is M's. Oh shit. I have a wicked. Oh yeah, that's trip out. That's crazy. Yeah, my dad lives right on the outskirts. He lives in what is it, Wolfforth? Yeah. I want to look up a Tirana real quick. I don't know what that is. Let me look. Tirana car. No way, Mark. That's cool. That's so cool. There's actually a really pimp looking one with a freaking head scoop right there. Wow. My first car that I had to drive was like my brother's hand me down car, and it was a Ford Taurus. I parked at the back of the school parking lot. But then I got a Ford Probe shortly after that, and that thing looked like a Batmobile. It was black. It was actually a nice one, and that thing drove for years. Even after I sold it, like it went for, I want to say, that thing was running for like 20 years or something, um, since the time I had bought it. But yeah, I saved up all through high school. I worked a job, and I bought myself my own BMW convertible before I graduated and moved to California, which it was used, of course, but still, I did it. I saved up and paid the down payment and all that good stuff. And then my roommate wrecked it a block away from my house. Living light. Nice. Yeah, I like Lubbock. I like to go to the Cotton Court Hotel and stay there. I love staying there. So nice. Who's got the keys to my Beamer? That reminds me of Missy Elliott. I can't stand the rain. It's my window. I can't stand the rain. Beep beep. Who's got the keys to the Jeep? Oh, I never had it pimped out. Lived in the bush. It was a bush picker. That's awesome. Going to surf spots, camping all the time back then. Since then, it's been more city life, but I'm so close to the beach. Man, I'd love to be able to just hop in the car and go to the beach in 20 minutes. But out here in the middle of the desert, so that ain't gonna happen anytime soon. But I did get to go to Galveston not long ago and stay on the beach, which was cool. If I was there, if I could go to the beach right now, I would. I'd go put my feet in the water and run around and splash and try to find some sand dollars. I've been wanting to find sand dollars lately. I don't know why. I'm gonna draw a sand dollar. something like this, right? I think that's what they look like, kind of. Road trip. I know, right? I need to make one. My birthday will be on. I thought it was Friday, but I think it's actually Thursday. At least it's not Tuesday this year. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna get my. Mark, when is your birthday? I don't know if you answered me. And when is yours, Orion? I know we're all Pisces in here, right? All of us is Pisces in here. Yeah, mine's Thursday. Oh, Mark, I missed your birthday. Ah, I better sing you happy birthday to make up for it, huh? Hey, Susu. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Mark. Happy birthday to you. Crunch. Oh, okay. You're an Aries. When's your birthday? What does that mean, Orion? 2W4. Is it 24th of February? You may have told me that before. I'm really bad at remembering numbers and stuff. Names. 224. Oh, you're the first deacon. Nice. You guys are special. 29th. Nice. 29th of March. So mine's 312. We got 224. Hey, yeah, you're welcome. It was my pleasure, Mark. You're a dear friend. So I had to, even if I was nervous and embarrassed. So, just kidding. I'm not that shy. I really don't. I used to care about making a fool of myself, and then I would actually make a fool of myself. So I kind of just stopped caring. Now I'm just like, whatever. You know, trying to just be me in this world, be authentically me, unapologetically me. How are you today, Susu? What you up to? Oh, you need some more rest? How have you been doing though? Real quick before you go, just and sorry about the delay, guys. Like when y'all comment, it takes me a minute to get them. So I'm going to see what she says. Special. Yeah. You guys are, y'all have like, okay, the first deacon Pisces. And Mark, I'm so sorry though that I missed your birthday, by the way. First and lots of love, Brittany. I've been okay, just healing in my own way at home, figuring it out. You want me to pull a card for you, Susu? You start giving a toss about what others think. That's a good thing. Build strength, swagger, comfortable in your own skin vibes. Yep, that's true. That's exactly how you get it, really. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see. What does Susu need to know right now? She's been dealing with some stuff. What's going on for Susu? Holy Spirit. Needing it to jump. Okay. Family. I got the family card. Hold on. It's like don't let go. Letting go in reverse is on top and status quo is on bottom. Maybe he's over stressed about work and taking it out on you or something. And that I don't know what's going on with y'all, but let's see. Susie Q. I have a friend I call Susie Q. Family people. One moment. Here it is. Susu. Okay, it says this card shows a baby in a bassinet and children playing and having fun. The joy of childhood presence will be increasing in your life, perhaps in the form of spending more time with the children or family or with friends, or a brand new addition might be soon welcome into your own life. This card could also predict a partner who brings a child with them so that two new relationships enter your life at once. Feelings of spontaneity and playfulness are also blossoming in your heart. Listen to the voice of the child within. Let yourself be open to all the ways you can have fun in your life, such as simple moments of enjoyment, fond memories that make you laugh, or spending time with the people that make you happy. Be playful and let your own inner child come out. It's one of the best things you can do to connect with universal joy. So maybe Susu, maybe it's about just kind of letting things come what may. You're not ready right now? Okay, because yeah, I see that. See, because you got the family card and it says, you know, it's kind of up to you though. Maybe you tell him I do want a family with you, but I want to wait like a year or two. Let me see if we can get any advice for what you should do about it because I feel like you should just keep up. It's not like it's over. Don't let go of this person because if you do, um, you might regret it. But he wants to start a family with you, and you're not ready. Let me just see if we get anything from this deck. Let me see. I don't know why I grabbed it, so there must be some reason. Advice versus you. Perfect fit, mind power, and let's see. Mind power is on bottom, and on top is power. Something about power. Use your intelligence. Says. Place threatening it to jump first, Susu. Oh, there it is. On the ground. Oh, wow. Gift. Yep. Okay, let me read what he said at Susie. All fights are because of ego. Once the ego dies, the arguments end. Problems remain for us all. But intuition for resolutions become the most important thing. Ego really is why people argue and fight. And that's so true. That is so true. He asked me, stepmommy, he asked me last night if I could put my ego and pride away and said, yes, I can do that for me. So today we are going to talk without the ego and pride. Yeah, yes, you can. You can do that. It says gift. You will discover new talents and things that will lead you to um, the opportunities that you want. So, like, I feel like um, transforming the situation by the way you look at it. Um, Maybe it's just being completely honest and telling him exactly how you feel. Like, hey, I do see this in the future, but not right now. Can we still, work on work on our relationship and have start a family soon? If you're not ready, don't do anything you're not ready for. But it says direction. Do not deviate from your path. Attract a mentor if necessary. Plan where you want to be. So go in there with authority and tell him what your life plan looks like and see if he's willing to accept that. But also be graceful and kind and courteous because I feel like, you know, there is something to this connection that's very special. So do go in, with an open heart today and just be honest and vulnerable. That's the opposite of having the ego, right? What's the opposite of egotistical? Let's see. Let's read the antonyms. I love antonyms. This is fun for me to do. So if you're going to have a conversation minus the ego, let's see what that would be. Antonyms. Modest. Unselfish. Let's see. It says free from vanity. It says reserved. I don't agree with reserved. I think you should be open and honest. But it says humble. Low key. It says subdued. It says respectful, which I agree with respectful for sure. It says soft spoken. I agree with that. Be soft spoken, but also be unapologetically you. You can still be tactful while, speaking your needs. Um, Friendly, nice, mannerly, benevolent. That's a good one. Which means that you're unaffected either way, right? But have demure. Yes, I agree with that. And meek. Blessed is the meek of heart. It says meek. So blessed is the meek of heart. Like, let's see what that verse says. Blessed is the meek of heart. Sorry, this is how I like to do stuff. Feeling guided to look this up. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. That Matthew defines meekness not as weakness, but as strength under control, a humble, gentle, and spirit-led character. So, go in there today with that energy, Susu. Okay, and let's see if there's anything else. Take that direction. Wow, too fucked up. I've got success and expression. So, expression would be the first one. It says open up your heart and connect with others. Express your creative side as well, but just be open, like I said. And then success, choosing the right direction and actively overcoming difficulties. You are on the right track. So that's a good outcome, Susu. Open and soft, and you got sweet victory coming into you. And also, I see that he's going to be very loyal. It says loyalty. See the like golden retriever, or it's actually a black one, but and then shedding. It's on top. It says reducing losses and completing a new metamorphosis. So it looks like your relationship with them is going to change today for the better if you both have that, like you said, drop the ego on the way. Check your ego at the door. You got this, Susu. You're a very intelligent, sweet, kind, beautiful woman, and there's nothing you need to worry about. Everything will happen exactly the way it should. So, narcs feed on empaths. It's a worldwide problem. Yes, and there's something called the Sophia effect. Have you ever heard of that? You should read about that. It's crazy. I think it's called the Sophia effect. I'll have to look. Narcs feed on empaths. It's a worldwide problem. I deal with a lot. We can be humble, but still be a badass and being good at something. Yeah, exactly. People try to think that just because we're empaths that we're doormats or that we're pushovers. No way, Jose. And bullies, I don't like bullies. I will fight you for being a bully. Sophia energy. Yeah, well, like it's not the. So this is like the Carl Jung theory. Is that the one you're familiar with? Because it's not the other thing about like the person that created God or something like that. It's something that Carl Jung talks about. It's like overcoming the negative attributes of an empath and becoming a stronger one. Do you push back on bullies? Okay, love you, Susu. You're welcome. I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you next time. Make good choices, return with honor. Yeah, be good at it. Love you. Yeah, I give bullies the horn. They mess with the bull, they get the horn. The only time I got in a fight in high school was defending somebody who's being bullied. Do I have makeup on my face? Hold on a second. Oh, really? I don't know about the one on sensuality. I'll show you the one I was talking about. Let's see. Sophia. Carl Jung. Let's see. Hold on. I have my screen minimized because I'm looking. So it says, let's see. He declared the vital task waiting our age was the remembrance, the amnesia of Sophia. But how do we remember Sophia? Who is she? It says, hold on. No, that's not the one. Okay, so it says beware. Yeah, let's do the summary. There we go. Summary. Sophia effect, I think is what it was. Sophia effect. It's the final stage of a psychological evolution of the feminine. It involves internal integration, ceasing to give away personal power, and becoming authentic, which can be perceived as dangerous by those accustomed to controlling or exploiting her. I love that. That's a good explanation. Yeah, I could tell y'all my story about me beating up the bully. It was pretty good. Let's just say it didn't go so well for me. Like as far as I beat her up and I got handcuffed in at school in PE, and they put me in the back of a cop car, and I got charged with assault and battery for beating up a bully. Can you believe that? Even though she'd been bullying us for like, it was my friend really, but me too a little bit, but really bad. My friend, she was bullying her really bad, and my dad said, "Deal with it. Don't let her bully you. If she does something to you, you fight back." Well, she did a whatever to my face like this, put her hand on my face, and then ran off into the class. So when we got to the next class, which was PE, I got her in the locker room, and I told her I gave her 3 chances to hit me. She wouldn't do it. She started crying, and then she had told on me too. So I got in trouble before I even fought her, and then I was mad because she told on me after she'd bullied us for so long. So when in her fought her, it was not my nicest day. But she stopped bullying people after that, so there's that. Yeah, that's weird because my friend Omar was talking about the name Sophia. He said that he was having a lot of experiences with that word somehow because of somebody he interviewed, and then it led to like other things happening. But yeah, Sophia. Then this morning I was getting on YouTube, and I saw this thing by Carl Jung, and I was like, that's weird. He was just talking about Sophia being like the mother of God, or the one who created God or something like that. Anyway, I don't know about all that, but I just saw that thing by Carl Jung and I played it, and it was talking about an empath becoming more powerful and not giving away their power, still being sensitive and empathetic, but not giving away all of their energy to everybody and taking on too much and stuff like that. Yeah, I served my time. I raked wood chips all over town, like at the parks and stuff. I had to do community service. I couldn't go to my I don't know, whatever prom. It was like junior. Maybe I was a sophomore actually. I was gonna go to prom with my boyfriend because he was like older than me a little bit, and I couldn't go. And then he ended up cheating on me with the girl I fought for, which was quite comical, the way life works. I went to go take him lunch while I was suspended from school for fighting for that girl. And the girl that I was defending, that was my friend, hooked up with my boyfriend, and I caught them when I went to take him food at school. So then I wanted to fight her too. But she wouldn't fight me. And then I was done fighting after that. But yeah, I tried to get her to meet me at the park, but she didn't show up. She was my best friend though, and I literally got suspended because she couldn't defend herself because of her sports she was in. It's crazy. Yeah, it was crazy getting taken down in those old square cop cars to the office, and then the police came, and I didn't go to jail or anything. They just they like charged me and released me to my dad, or no, my mom, and that sucked. I think it was my mom that had to pick me up. My dad's the one that told me I could fight, and then I think my mom picked me up, and she was pissed. She was so pissed. Oh, she was mad. I said, my dad told me I could, and she said, I didn't tell you you could. And I don't care what your dad says, you're in trouble. I called my dad. He's like, well, you just gotta, when you get to my house. And then he ended up going down to the school, and he got me unsuspended 2 days early, which never happens. My dad was pretty cool. But yeah, Carl Jung's theory is very interesting. He has a lot of crazy stuff that he says that I like. Like, I'm not saying crazy, I'm just saying like a lot of the stuff that he says that really, it makes a lot of sense, and it's, you know, pretty cool. So whenever I was young and I'd go to Littlefield and stuff and stay there, we would always go to the movies in Lubbock too. That was like the thing, to go to the mall and the movie theater. Isn't that the worst? I was so mad. I was like, gosh, I can't believe you. I was like down and dirty, and I was in a band with the boyfriend, so our band broke up then. We had a band called Slow Falling Youth, but that's okay. I forgive them. Even if they are not sorry, forgive them. Even if they are not sorry. And you do that for you, you know? You forgive people because it's the right thing to do. And who wants to hold on to anger? And you just remember the lessons you learned, and you forgive them because it's good for you too. You know? Y'all wish me luck finding arrowheads today. I can imagine you doing that. That's amazing. You threw the guitar. So, uh, another crazy story was, I don't know what came over me, but there was a guy who was going to hit his girlfriend with some golf clubs one day. He was about to swing on her, and it had to be God. It had to be God because I'm not this brave, I thought. But I ran up to him, and he had muscles. He was a big, muscular guy, right? And I got in front of him, and I said, "Give me that golf club." And he said, "No, Brittany, get back, or I'm going to hit you," because I knew who he was. And I freaking jerked that golf club out of his hand, and then I went back. I held it up, and I threw it across, like away, far away. And right then, the cops ran up, and they tackled him and hogtied him, and I got to watch him be escorted away. But yeah, they told me I was nuts for getting in between that girl, but he was about to hit her with it. I said, no way. And he was swinging and miss, and I ran in between them, and yeah, he was about to get her. She fell down to the ground. I was like, oh no, can't watch this. And the cop was like, that was really dumb, but very brave, and good job, I guess. You know, what can you say? You wouldn't argue with me. Yeah. I once tackled a guy who was trying to steal my purse too, and I got my purse. And let's just say it didn't go so well for him. I don't know what kind of strength comes over me, but when I need to protect myself, I've always been able to. I outran an attacker in California, slammed his hand in the door, and then locked it and double locked my deadbolts. He was going to try to. He was chasing me up the stairs, and he was a really big guy. And I outran him, got inside, barely slammed his hand in the door. And then the next few days, he got my neighbor. He actually attacked my neighbor, and I tried to report him, but they didn't ever find him. It was really bad. It could have been really bad for me, but people think twice about messing with me, I guess, after that. Because I never saw that guy. When I did the headstands, you realized I was strong. That's funny. But yeah, I guess I'm about to go out to the country and get into walking around in nature, see what I can find. there's this treasure I want to find, which it's supposedly in between. It's somewhere out in the desert where I live, supposedly, and nobody's ever found it. And legend has it, and people I know through the wire have told me it's in between two, like a rock formation thing that looks like a guy shooting at another guy, and they're like spread out. So it's like two rocks, and there's like a valley type thing, and it's buried in the exact middle of this rock formation. It looks like two cowboys fighting on a hill. So I've been trying to find it for a long time, but I haven't found it yet. I feel like I need to think outside the box on like what they meant by the rock formations. Maybe they weren't big, maybe they were little. I don't know. But I love exploring. Dora the Explorer with my backpack, with my Vans backpack. This will be me today. Yeah, you know what's crazy, Mark? I learned how to do those headstands in like, well, okay, it took me like an hour. Like the first time I tried it, I didn't get it, of course, but within an hour, I learned how to do it. The person that taught me was super impressed. They're like, "Oh my gosh!" And I was able to teach one friend, but it took her a while to get it down. But it's just your core, strengthen your core. Yes, I have a metal detector. Yes, I'm gonna take it. I have all the gold panning stuff too, like the little thing that you swirl it and you shake it, and the digging sticks and all that stuff. Gotta put some pants on because we have rattlesnakes. Put my boots on, my hiking boots, and get a hat, some sunscreen. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me see. Look up on YouTube. I've seen the Cowboys before. Let me see. What am I looking up? Hold on. I gotta so much. What am I looking up again, Orion? Look up on YouTube. I've seen the Cowboys before. Yeah, that would be awesome. But even still, I just would be excited to find some arrowheads. Oh yeah, that's true. Um, no, 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 no. This is like old legend secrets. Like not everybody knows this. This is not like public knowledge until probably right now. Not really. Way to go, Brittany! Ruined your town secret. Not really. Well, sometimes we do tell secrets on accident. It's not secret if a lot of the town knows it. So let's see. Will Brittany find the treasure today? Where is that? I love this deck too. We should pull one before we go. Let me get a collective card before I go and before you guys go. Yeah, this is not something you would find a link to the GPS coordinates or nothing like that. It's just old folklore or old cowboy talk around town. Because the rumor has it that that's where it's at. I found some cool stuff though. Absolutely, and I'm so sorry I missed your birthday. I feel like a real bad friend. Gosh. Yeah, you're welcome, and I appreciate you being here, your time, and all of that good stuff. And I love you, Mark. Thank you for being here. And you know, I'm so glad you made it, and I hope that your rest is pleasant and you have good dreams and angels on your pillow. Make good choices, return with honor. If you can't be good at it. Peace. Love. So let's see. Yeah, well it could be. They say it's I've tried to look that up. I've tried to Google like rock formations that look like that, but they just don't have that kind of um Dora the Explorer. Yeah. Dora. Dora. Dora the Explorer. I like when they say swipe or no swiping. Swipe or no swiping. Oh man. Challenge. True love. And maze. Let's see. Collective card. And then before I go. Commitment is an important factor in building a successful relationship. Twin flame. Oh wow. Twin flames themselves contain, I didn't even know that was in there, contain an aspect of each other's personality. Maze. That was on the bottom a minute ago. If you feel lost, there's always a way through the maze. And one more. Where'd it go? Hold on. Oh my gosh. It disappeared. Wait, there it is. Rekindle. Every relationship has those magical moments that can be rekindled. And we're going to go ahead and make it an even 6. Union. Twin flame union. That's weird. Commitment, rekindle, commitment, twin flame union. The union of divine soul counterparts is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. And clarity is on bottom. Oh, that's 7 cards. I guess I'll take it. Admiration. It's time to think about everything you appreciate in your partners and barriers. Find ways around obstacles to find happiness. Strength. So, is the collective coming into union with... I feel like twin flame is yourself in some way. Yes, I believe in counterparts. I believe there are divine counterparts, soulmates, what have you. The idea that you only have, I get the twin flame thing and I believe in it. I'm not saying I don't believe in it in some form or fashion, but I think you have friends that are twin flames. You can have family members that are twin flames. There's somebody who awakens your inner core nature and, who helps you overcome difficulties and stuff like that. But the concept of twin flames has gotten so, people are so obsessed with it that they think that there's this one person, right, that they have to have, and usually there's a lot of toxic things that go on in that relationship, and it can get very fuzzy. So, while there is twin flames, I think it's easy to, your biggest crush ever is your twin flame. No, you can talk yourself into a lot of things, and I think there's a thin line. You have to be very spiritual to be dealing with that, spiritually elevated. It can't be 15 years old and be like, Christopher, whatever, Sally Walker, little Johnny down the street, that's my twin flame because I like him and we went to the movies together. No, it's kind of like a over glamorized word, I think, is why I tend to shy away from it lately. Yeah, swiper, no swiping. Oh man, sometimes he got away with it for a little bit. So yeah, so if you find this message, collective, and then just really take it as you probably are coming into a relationship with somebody soon that's like soul family, probably soulmate. And I think that the biggest twin flame you have is your inner divine masculine, if you're a female, or if you're feminine energy, and vice versa. So coming into union with yourself and finding balance is the biggest thing of all. And finding somebody that matches your energy, your vibe, and all of that good stuff. Yeah, it's very toxic, it seems like, in a lot of ways. I just don't know how to explain it. I'm not against the idea of having this divine counterpart. I like to call it divine counterpart instead of twin flame. You know what I mean? Hey Becky, how's it going? Welcome in. We've been chatting, and I pulled some cards, and it's me and Orion in here now. Mark was here earlier. BB was here earlier. The other MAB was here, which I don't know if you know him, but yep. Welcome in. How are you today? I was hoping Rose would, but your Rose Moon, I wore my Rose little thing. I have shorts on and a tank top, but I wear my little rose robe. It's all silky and soft. Yes, I like Divine Counterpart too. I feel like the twin flame thing is over glamorized in a way, and that's fine if people want to call it that. That's up to them. I don't judge anybody, but I'm just saying, for me talking about it, I kind of hate when that, because that card did come out, the twin flame card, but I prefer calling it like Divine Counterpart. Do you have a question or anything, Miss Becky? Oh, guess what, guys? For the collective, at least, though, I have to pull one of these because they're my funny cards, my favorites. Has a negative connotation. Yeah, it does. It really does. Think of Adam in the garden. His rib wasn't. Yeah, it took his rib to make her, right? I'm going to pick a number, you guys. Should I pull 3 or 5 of these? Funny little cards, the funny little ones, because you just read them. They're just quick. 5? Okay. I'm going to give them like a little mini shuffle, okay? Cutting them right there. Every day I'm shuffling, shuffling, shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling, every day I'm shuffling. It's funny that Cam said that earlier. He comes in and says that. He goes, "Hey, Brittany, every day I'm shuffling." And it's before he even ever said that on here. I used to sing that when I would shuffle my cards. So it was kind of funny that he picked up on that, or that he coincidentally said that. It's too bright out. Okay, I'll show you. Hold on. Let me see. Well, there's one. I'm going to put this in right here in the front. And then I'm putting these all in here. And I'm going to just randomly pull the 5. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I am always getting that card too. And 5. Man, it seems like I'm getting the same cards almost all the time, but there's so many different ones, but that's crazy. Okay, so the first one we got is there are people who dislike you because you don't dislike yourself. It says, this is true. The biggest revenge we can have on people who judge us is to love ourselves hard for really reals. Some people are going to talk ish about you simply because you're shining bright as F. Shine on. So that's the first card. I did stuff last week, girl. One, check out my channel. I posted a short. I will. I was asked to take a table at the Metaphysical Fair. That is so awesome, and I'm so happy for you. When is it coming up? You'll have to tell me how it goes. And what kind of booth are you gonna do? Like, is it reading? Are you gonna make like a little? That'll be so fun. I wish I could go. Heart is the new balls. Sorry about it. Sorry, not sorry. It says, how did testicles get so hyped up as the power center of the world? The heart, my friend, has always been far more powerful than those 2 delicate, dangly things. Check in with your heart, put your hands over that giant thumping muscle and ask it straight up, how would it run your day if it was given the chance? Then give it a chance. You know, manifest the F out of your dreams. Nice. I love it, Becky. Tell me how it goes, please. Keep me informed. The most vulnerable thing to admit to is not your deepest wound. It is what you really truly want. We're talking about your biggest crazy-assiest dream. That's a funny word. Crazy-assiest dreams and desires. Be vulnerable, at least with yourself. Write that ish down, make a to-do list, and maybe even tell someone. Make it happen. You can do this. F what they say. What someone, anyone else says about you doesn't matter. Really and truly, it doesn't. If you heard it secondhand, it super doesn't matter. And if the person isn't your higher power, your boss, or your best friend, it super duper doesn't matter. Think about how much more time you'd have to dream up cool new ish if you really and truly stopped worrying about what people say about you. Do you think that Martin Luther King cared what other people said when he wasn't there? No, he was out there marching and doing good ish for himself. Let him talk and do your ish. I don't like saying that word. It's the spiritual AF deck. It says 99 inspirational cards for people who effing need some inspiration. It's my favorite. And then I have a lot of them missing, but I still have a ton. But I used to hand them out randomly to people, and they always loved it. This one says, quit dimming your light for people with, well, I have to say it now, shitty ass mindsets. You've got that dream, huh? That thing that you think that maybe you could do, but maybe it's too big, maybe too much of a long shot. Maybe you'll look stupid trying to do it. Guess what? Do it. All capitals. Do it. Seriously, think about trying. Think about lying on your deathbed and saying, "I never went for it because I was afraid that James would talk ish about me. James talked ish about you, anyways. Go do you, and then do you bigger." Go do you, and then do you bigger. Don't worry about what um, Bob Smith or uh, you know Larry or Sharon or Karen or whatever says down the street. Who cares what they think? Cindy or you know don't even care what I think. Shoot, care what you think about you and what your creator thinks about you. And obviously, if you have kids, what they actually don't even care what they think about you. Your kids, because you're not supposed to be their friend. You have to teach them right from wrong, and usually that entails a lot of them giving you dirty looks and making faces when you turn around and you catch them in the mirror. So, only care about what your creator thinks of you and what you think of you, which for me is God, Jesus. So, anyhow, I'm about to go arrowhead hunting. So, wish me luck, y'all. And if you haven't already, hit the like button for me, whichever way it is. Somewhere over there. I don't know. I can't tell it's different for me than you. Love my kids, wouldn't trade them for the world. But sometimes I wish they had a little volume down button, like where you just turn the volume down a little, just a little volume down. Like, okay, now let's talk. Like, no, like, oh my god, I'm an empath. You're really freaking me out with your urgency for needing me to whatever, go put the straw in your Kool-Aid thing pack. Thought somebody was dying. And when they fight in the morning over stupid stuff, she was looking at me funny. I'm like, really? Yeah, she was staring at my socks. She thinks my socks are stupid. I'm like, she literally was probably just staring off into space. They get in the silliest fights in the morning. It's funny. Oh gosh, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have like a like an electric fence running between their room at that point. Just kidding. Like in between their rooms, like one can't go in this room. So I'm just kidding. If they fight anywhere, I'm hoping they get better as they get older. They're getting their ornery out of the way now. Hoping. Well, I'm pretty good. I've gotten them to get along a lot better here lately. Been working on it. And also, my grandma taught me something one time. When girls fight, you just get a big T-shirt, like a big oversized T-shirt, and you make them stay inside. You just put it on over their clothes, their head in the same hole. One has one arm, one has the other arm, and they have to work together until they stop fighting, and they have to spend an extra 30 minutes after they stop fighting, helping each other and walking around in that T-shirt until they get along. And then maybe they'll think twice about fighting next time, because nobody wants to do that. They're not allowed to use the other arm. They have to work together and use. If you're not right-handed and you get the left side, oh well, Yeah, that's pretty much how it is with boys. I think, they don't get over it, the girls. They dwell on it. Then they're like plotting and scheming after that. Oh, she did this, now I'm going to do, girls are rough. And I'm very selective with my girlfriends for that reason, because some of them don't ever grow out of it. So I will get my kids to grow out of it. I promise you. They are going to be. They're doing a lot better. But yep, fun times. But I'm gonna go, guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Orion, for being here. Thank you, Becky, for coming in. Thank you to everybody that showed up today. Mark, BB, Susu, and all the people. MAB, Cam. I think that covers. Besides Orion, I said Orion already, and Becky. So I love you guys so much. You guys are awesome. I enjoy y'all's company. I'm gonna give you the thing here in a second, but I'm gonna wait and see if you say anything. Love you, Becky. Love you, Orion. But yeah, all right, here we go. Hey, make good choices, return with honor, and if you can't be good, you better be good at it. I love you guys. Peace. I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Where's it end?